Okay, I'm Gideon Stolz from Margate, South Africa. It's in KwaZulu-Natal, close to Durban. We're having a presentation today. It's 16 January, and we'll see how it goes. Like you've seen now, there's 138 million members. So in 4 years, we've grown to 138 million members. So I think that would tell you something about this. It's not just something that happened in a corner or somewhere. It's in 107 countries. So you would see, if you go onto the website, you'll see it looks kind of dull. But remember, it's 107 countries with 107 different languages, all trying to speak English here. So you can understand that we can't go and make a big front page that's very nice. So people tell me, but why? It looks like something that's just been made yesterday. But that is the reason. We're working in Philippines and everywhere. Okay. So we're the largest donation exchange network in the world. What that means, guys, we donate to one person to the other person. So let me first tell you what happened in Russia. About 12 years ago, Mr. Margate, he started MMM. And what happened is, it grew so fast. Within about, or more, just a year, a third of the money, the total money of Russia, were in rooms. Literally rooms. You can go and have a look at the video of Mr. Margate. They took rooms like this and they'd thrown the money in the rooms. They couldn't even close the doors. That's how much money MMM made. Then the government said, but how can one company be so successful? How can it be? And they just actually closed MMM. They just confiscated everything. They put him in jail for 7 years. He done nothing wrong. He just made a lot of money. He came up with a system that just actually is better than all the banking institutions. You know, guys, we're working in an unfair financial world. There's a few guys sitting around the table and they decide, you only allowed this much money on your interest on your money. You only allowed to do this. If I buy this cup, it's mine. I took my money and I buy it. Now I want to send this cup to my mom that's in Canada. I send it over and then I say, no. You must pay another 20 rand import tax and export tax. Who made that decision? Somebody made that decision. It's not fair. Okay, they make decisions and we just have to follow. That is why MMM says we have no rules. MMM have no rules except for a few simple things. You need only one account, no multiple accounts. Don't abuse the system. That's it. There's no other rules. Everybody in MMM gets 30% right down the bank. There's not one person that goes, no, you special. You can get 40% and the other one can get 50%. Why? Because you've got a yacht. You know? Like our banking institutions, those guys buy islands, they buy yachts, some of them earn more than the whole economy of the country. Is that fair? No, it's not. That's why MMM says everybody is equal. Okay, so come back to Mr. Margate and his story. He came out of jail, he started MMM again. They opened a trust fund, all the money went into this whole one trust fund. It was not 4 months, guys, and they were already at loads of money again. What happened is, they closed him again. And he actually, for 1 year, we was thinking and thinking, and then he came up with MMM. That started 4 years ago. 4 years ago, he started with the donation system. The money is always in the community. There's no single bank account. MMM does not have a bank account. The money always is in the community. So there's no one person that can run away with your money. Nobody can take the money. That's how it works. Okay. So we stand today with 4 years later, 138 million people. And then recently they said Bitcoin is actually now starting to grow faster than ever because of MMM. So one community is growing a cryptocurrency out of control. And for those of you that don't know what Bitcoin is, it's a cryptocurrency. It's basically the future. You can pass money on to anybody in the world, Canada, Germany, anywhere you want to give somebody money. If you've got it in your wallet, it's an SMS file, and the money is in that person's wallet. No government controls it. It's also a community that controls that. Okay, does it make sense? All right, let me just get some water. So we are a community that built on helping people become free. There's people that start with MMM, guys. You can start. We'll come now to the details. You can start in MMM with a very little, and you can build yourself up to be financial free very quick. Just I will take myself as an example. I don't want to talk figures because I don't know if we're allowed to even. I started about 3 months ago, and from day one I just saw the opportunity and I ran with it. Today I sit with more than 400 people in my team. I made more money in the last month than I made the whole last year. And if that doesn't sound familiar or something that you can do, I don't know. It's just, it works. And then you guys will see some happiness letters later on. There's so many people that is happy with the system. You always get a critic. I don't mean, doesn't matter. You know, there's about 26,000 happiness letters every single day. And it's on the website, open for everybody to see it. Okay. So, the ideology of MMM. The whole idea behind this is, like I said, the banks. Now the bank take your money, all of us, they take our money, they make rules how they want to rule our money, they make shopping centers, they earn 200-300% on your money per month, and they come back and they say, we're going to give you 8%.
A year.
A year, yes. 8% a year. Now, and we accept it. I never see us walking down the street and say, no, we want 20. Why can they make that decision? It's not fair. Okay. So the whole idea is the same way that the banks is making money. They create money out of nothing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a fiat currency. Go and have a look at Mike Maloney's video. You can ask me for the link. He explains in 40 minutes exactly how the world banks work, how they create money out of nothing. You know, if they want $1 billion, they just type it in. As easy as that. And then they buy another island. Not fair at all. Okay, so the whole idea of MMM is not to close the banks. We need the banks, guys. We do need them for business. But we don't need them to make rules for us, to tell us what we should and what we should not do. Okay. Now, the basics of MMM. Can I go here and say? Okay. So you've got people providing help and people that needs help. So if you start in MMM, you provide help first. You can't get help before you provide help. Now, let's just backtrack a bit. Most of you know how a stokvel works. Now, many people is on stokvel. Stokvel is easy, 10 people, everybody put 1,000 rand in this month, and one person get a chance to get that 10,000. Now, MMM is not a stokvel, but it's kind of a digital stokvel, okay? If we can relate to that. Because you actually donate the money, and then you can ask for money back. So you guys hear what I'm saying? You donate the money into the system. You're not investing. We are not an investment platform. We are not regulated by anything like FSB and we have no rules. Okay, so you donate your money.
Make a promise.
Yes, you promise. So in other words, yes, thank you. You promise to provide help to somebody. So like it is, all those promises fall in a queue, and somewhere along the line we can get a person and he said, guys, now I need help, and I need help with 1,300. Okay, how it works is you donate, let's say this guy donate 1,000 rand, so next month his money is growing. Oh, sorry, not his money, his mavros. So when you put in 1,000 rand, you get 1,000 mavros. It's 1 rand for 1 mavro. That mavros grows by 30%. Why? Because we decided. If the bank can decide, we can decide. Okay? All mavros for every person grows on 30%. So in other words, your money grows in the back office. You haven't even paid it yet, but it's starting to grow. So you make a promise, exactly on the moment when you start, you make that promise, your money grows by 30%. Okay.
Sorry, I think it's important just to mention that they don't have to deposit the money anywhere.
Yeah.
That's just a promise. They just pay that after 30 days.
Yes, I'm coming to that.
Okay, sorry.
We'll handle that, yeah. So what happens is that guy said, I need help, and then the system will tell him, will tell this person, he will give him that person's bank account, you will pay the money straight into his bank account. MMM is not handling any money. Okay. By receiving money, that guy that receives the money, he will take his cell phone and make a small video, upload it to YouTube, and he gets another 5% on his mavros. How does that work? Just in the back office, you just get another 5%. Okay. Alright. I'll get to questions later, guys, if you have any questions. So, referral bonuses. How that works is, if, let's say, I refer Jan, and Jan refers Alan. Whenever Alan puts in 1,000 rand or 10,000 or whatever amount he puts in, Jan gets 10% of that. And that 10% is also growing by 30%. Now, like just myself, I've done and recruited, and I've got a lot of referrals in. Every single person I get in, I get my 10% in my back office, and it grows by 30%. So you guys can think for yourself. If you have 20,000 referral bonuses lying there and it grows by 30%, you're making 6,500, 7,000 rand per month just for work that you've done. Every single month. Okay. So, yeah. Then there's more. There's more. You can become a manager in MMA. How do you become a manager? You go to school for 10 days. You do the course. You learn why, how does it work. You start to learn. Then you become a manager. Once you're a manager, and remember when I said the referrals, it's not to say that if I refer somebody and that person refers, that person is under me. So to be a manager is not only the people under you. You can manage anybody's profile. Okay. So in other words, for managing that profile, I do a lot of work. But I get 5% on all the level 1s, 3% on level 2, 1% on level 3, and so it goes right down to the bottom, and that 0.01 is until infinity. So you can think if what will happen here. Okay. But remember, if you're just a member, you only get one level down, 10%. Okay. For many accounts, you get money on that. Well, not money, you get mavros. Okay. Now people ask me, when is it going to end? I don't know. It's been running for 4 years. The question is, can it end? As long as we as community respect the community, respect the rules, it can never end. But there's risk, it can end. Anything comes and goes. Okay. Earth will also end. Alright. But luckily Mr. Mavroni is a very, very clever person. He built in a lot of ways to see that the community always will be stable. Like in our, for instance, safe mode. What happens here is, as soon as the balance, this is not actually the balance, but they've got an algorithm going. As soon as the balance is not correct, then when you ask help, so you're doing a GH, because PH is provide help, GH is get help. If you ask for get help, and there is not enough people that actually providing help, that get help is just going to stall for a day, or sometimes it's 20 minutes, an hour. There must be a ratio here. Everybody can't just take money out of the community without any people putting in money in. Okay, so they've got a lot of new things. a lot of things working, and we're protecting the whole community. So your money is safe, what that is. But you must remember, we're doing a donation only. Okay. Right. Now, peace of mind in terms of, will I get paid? Now people say, what if it happens? Alan gets a ticket and he must pay Jan. Yeah, it's also Jan. He must pay Jan. Alan, for one or other reason, is one of the clever ones. You know, we always get clever people.
Yes,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
They're so
Alan.
clever, they're stupid. Yeah.
You always get those people. Guys, with the 400 people I've got on my team, 5% of them are clever. More clever than the system. Okay? In this case, Adam needs to pay 10 million. He's got 71 hours to do that. Why? Why 71 hours? Because if I put my hand up and say, guys, I need help. We're a community of helping people. I need help. I don't need help next week or the week after or the year after. I need help now. Okay? So whenever Alan decides not to pay Jan, that is going 70, 69, 68, the hours going down. Once it hits 0 and you have not uploaded proof of payment, guess what's happening with Alan's account?
Out of the
There's
system.
going to be a red cross there. You're blocked. You're out of MMM. We don't need people that is not truthful here. You made a promise, you're going to pay. You pay. Okay. There's a little system in there. You can ask Jan for extending the time, because you know what happened in holidays days. You get that ticket on a Friday and you can't make it. You can phone Jan and say, please Jan, I'll do it Monday morning first thing. No problem. But guess what? Now Jan will give Alan 24 hours more. If that 24 hours is gone, sorry, Alan is blocked again. How do you get your account unblocked? Try it. It will take you a few weeks. You can't get it unblocked. I've got a guy that actually had very, very urgently had to go to a funeral. He wrote to support. 3 days later it was unblocked and another ticket was created and no problem. But you're not going to get away with every week saying you've had a funeral. You know, that's just, we are a community helping each other. Okay. So what? So now the question is, now Alan is blocked, but Jan never got his money. A new ticket will immediately arise for somebody else. Now it can be other Jan paying this Jan. So now Jan is going to pay Jan. Okay, so normally it will work. Once Jan pays other Jan, you upload, go to details, and you upload a proof of payment. That needs to happen within the 72 hours. Then Jan's got 72 hours to go onto his system and say, yes guys, I did receive the money. But MMM is not unfair. If there's any problem here, there's a message box. This message box is for Jan and Jan to speak to each other. Say, listen man, I've got a problem here, and you can speak to each other. I mean, if you know each other, you can meet each other, you can give him the cash. Doesn't matter, you must just upload something. As long as you confirm that you've got the money, that is what it's all about. Okay. Yes, okay.